Sony camera fans have a massive reason to pay attention right now. Rumors about the next big release in the APS-C line are heating up fast. People everywhere are talking about a brand new camera called the Sony A6900. Sony has not officially announced this camera yet. However, supply chain reports and industry insiders suggest a reveal could happen very soon. If these reports turn out to be true, this camera could be the biggest jump forward for Sony's crop sensor line in years. Photographers are hoping for huge improvements across the board. They want a faster sensor, a smarter processor, better autofocus, and higher video quality. The hype online keeps growing every single week. Creators who use lightweight crop sensor bodies are eager to see what Sony brings to the table next. Still, it is smart to keep your expectations balanced. None of these details have been confirmed by Sony yet. There are no official spec sheets, teasers, or release dates available to the public. Most of what we know comes from people who monitor factory lines and Sony's past release habits. Some of these leaked features might show up in the final camera, while others might get scrapped entirely. Even so, the sheer number of reports points to one thing: Sony is actively working on a real successor to the A6700. Looking back at how Sony handles its product updates, this new model could end up being their most advanced crop sensor body ever built. The biggest topic of conversation right now is the image sensor. Sony makes some of the best sensors in the entire world. They build sensors for their own lineup and sell them to rival brands as well. Rumors claim the A6900 might feature a brand new 33-megapixel stacked sensor. If Sony actually uses a stacked sensor, it would change everything for this lineup. Stacked sensors read data much faster than traditional sensors. That means significantly less rolling shutter distortion when shooting fast movement. It also allows for faster burst rates and better overall dynamic range. Shooters who focus on wildlife, sports, birds, or action sports would benefit immensely from this design. Even if the final camera uses a standard sensor with a different pixel count, image quality will still see a nice bump. Photographers can expect cleaner low-light images, sharper details, and better color rendition than older crop sensor cameras offered. Processing power is another massive piece of the puzzle. Modern mirrorless cameras depend heavily on internal processors to run their software. The processor controls everything from focus calculations and noise reduction to menu speed and video rendering. Leaks suggest Sony might drop a next-generation processor into this camera. It could be a chip derived directly from their high-end professional full-frame cameras. A stronger processor makes the whole camera feel snappy and fast. It improves boot times, reduces menu lag, and lets you buffer long image sequences without waiting. Many experts believe that a processor upgrade is actually more important than an increase in megapixels. Fast processing affects almost every feature you use while shooting. It keeps the camera reliable during long, intense photo sessions. Autofocus has always been Sony's secret weapon, and expectations for the A6900 are high. Recent Sony cameras feature powerful AI chips that recognize people, animals, birds, cars, trains, and planes. The A6900 is expected to take these AI tricks even further. We could see faster subject tracking, better eye identification, and more accurate focus locks in dark environments. For creators who switch between photos and video on the fly, Loctite autofocus is a must-have feature. Having an autofocus system that tracks subjects effortlessly removes a ton of stress on location. Sony knows how important this feature is to modern creators, so they will certainly try to push their AI capabilities even further with this release. Video performance is expected to receive massive updates with the Sony A6900. Modern content creators rarely shoot only still photos anymore. Most creators need a compact camera that handles top-tier photography and high-end video recording equally well. Leaks indicate that the A6900 could offer sharp oversampled 4K footage captured from a full 7K sensor readout. Oversampling creates significantly cleaner video with finer details, rich textures, and reduced moire patterns. Rumors also suggest improved heat management inside the camera body. Overheating has occasionally been a concern for compact crop sensor cameras during long recording sessions. Better internal cooling would allow videographers to film longer clips at higher frame rates without worry. Creators are also looking forward to potential upgrades in color science, expanded recording profiles like S-Cinetone, higher bitrate codecs, and smarter continuous autofocus while recording video. These tools would give solo operators and independent filmmakers professional video quality right out of the box. The physical design and handling of the body are also central to the discussion. Sony has steadily refined the ergonomics of its APS-C line over the past few years, and users hope the trend continues. Leaks hint at a slightly deeper hand grip. A larger grip makes holding the camera far more comfortable, especially when using heavy telephoto lenses or long zooms. Other potential design changes include better button placement for quick custom controls, stronger weather sealing against rain and dust, and improved heat dissipation vents. While a complete redesign is unlikely, small design fixes make a massive difference in real-world use. Sony's compact camera bodies have always been popular with travel photographers, street shooters, and vloggers who want high-quality gear without carrying heavy equipment. Body image stabilization, often called IBIS, remains a core feature of Sony's mirrorless system. Sony continues to refine its sensor shift stabilization tech to keep handheld shots stable. Upgraded stabilization lets photographers shoot clean handheld photos at slower shutter speeds without blur. For videographers, it provides smooth, steady footage without needing a heavy external gimbal. An improved IBIS system inside the A6900 would make the camera extremely attractive for travel shooters, documentary makers, and mobile vloggers who move around constantly while filming. One of Sony's biggest advantages over the competition is its massive E-mount lens ecosystem. Over the last decade, Sony has built an enormous selection of native lenses. You can easily find compact prime lenses, fast standard zooms, wide-angle glass, and massive telephoto zoom lenses. On top of Sony's own lineup, third-party lens manufacturers like Sigma, Tamron, Viltrox, Samyang, and Tokina offer dozens of high-quality, affordable lenses for the E-mount. This mature ecosystem means anyone buying the A6900 gets instant access to hundreds of lens options without waiting for new glass to be developed. Whether you shoot landscapes, portraits, weddings, wildlife, sports, or cinematic films, the E-mount ecosystem already has the perfect lens ready for your workflow. The Sony A6900 is positioned to appeal to several different types of creators. Photographers currently using older Sony bodies like the A6400, A6500, or A6600 will see this camera as a massive step up in performance. Even users who bought the A6700 recently might be tempted if Sony delivers a stacked sensor and major processor speed increases. At the same time, creators looking at rival systems from Fujifilm, Canon, or Nikon will pay close attention. Sony's unmatched autofocus tracking, rock-solid reliability, and enormous lens library give it a huge head start. However, delivering meaningful tech upgrades will be key to standing out in today's highly competitive camera market. Current industry estimations point toward a potential announcement window between late 2026 and early 2027. Early price rumors suggest the camera body alone could cost somewhere between $1,700 and $2,000. This price places it above the current A6700, while keeping it significantly cheaper than Sony's top-tier full-frame flagship cameras. Until Sony makes an official announcement, every spec, price tag, and release date remains speculation based on insider reports. Still, the excitement around the Sony A6900 is genuine. Photographers believe it could bring together a next-gen sensor, ultra-fast AI autofocus, pro video tools, better ergonomics, and the strength of the E-mount system into one powerful, compact camera. If these leaks hold true, the A6900 could easily become one of the defining crop sensor cameras of its generation.